Once again, back in the house. Real quick unboxing from AliExpress. I think this is just like a clippy thing. So let me get my knife out. Only one thing showed. Oh my God. One thing showed up today. We have multiple things coming from AliExpress. It's a package inside a package. So let's see. Okay, yeah. So I ordered this thinking I could use it for. Hang on, I'll show you. So I got lots to talk about. Give me a minute here. Let me get this unwrapped. There. First of all, no Fireball on a Friday night. Actually, I had about a shot's worth way earlier today before we went to the movies. Oh yeah, went and seen Final Destination. They've been going downhill. The original one was pretty good. I think somewhere there was another one or two maybe okay, but this is like the 6th one, I think. And yeah, oh, this is like a Final Destination wrapper. But anyway, good news, they now have kettle corn at AMC theaters. We had kettle corn instead of popcorn, and yeah. So, Boone's Fishing has this couple different ways you can clip on, and you can go this retractable deal. So the plan is, because I already have them somewhere. What did you guys do with my clippers? Hang on. I'll just show you. There's the old pair I dug out of my, well, I didn't dig them out. I dumped out my tackle box, the old one. And those fell out. I don't know how long it's been since I've actually used them. But a long time ago in a land far, far away, up at 40 Woods Bait and Tackle, I had these little kits of different stuff. These scissors were only like $1 or $2. And then they had some of these clippers. So a long time ago, I bought these little smiley face ones to go with our Screaming Thunder cricket. No, but I figure I'll attach these one way or the other on the edge of my tackle box, just so I have these within my reach to do a little clippy instead of having to for sure have scissors kind of deal. So I'll probably see if this will fit right through here, maybe. Look at that. Now these will be right there, so I can cut my line, whatever, cut my nails, you know. And these are on AliExpress. That is like a sort of like a type of braid. It's not a metal or anything. No idea how long they'll last, but it was just a couple bucks. We'll get the job done. I also, there was another one for like $3, another, well, maybe $4. And it actually is this with a pair of some kind of bigger looking scissors, kind of like them ones we bought from, yeah, those are nasty. Look at those. I don't even know how many years old those clippers are. They're going in the trash. So, what you're going to see tomorrow, we're going fishing tomorrow. You won't see any of that footage for a while. So, we're going to go fishing. And there's a video drops tomorrow from like a few weeks ago when I was fishing. And me and Charles were fishing. So it's going to be almost a full day. Tomorrow's just part 1, like the morning. And then you'll see part 2 is what I call the grind, where we were just trying a bunch of other baits to kind of look, well, we were looking for a bigger bite, I'll be honest. We were catching them from the morning before we even got in the boat. That's where, if you watch, there's a little topwater video with the frog versus the whopper ploppers. It's that day. So it was raining. We waited for the rain to stop, got out. The other front never came through, so the bite never really got better. We were on Dinks, and we were in Dinksville, and I think I deemed Charles the mayor of Dinksville. And so I tried, Charles just kept trying, like he would switch to something that was working, and he just kept catching the dinks until it stopped catching dinks. I was trying stuff, and once I realized it caught dinks, I kind of stopped and went, okay, let's try something else. So I went from jigs. I think I cut out all of the swim bait footage, but I tried some bigger swim baits with the tequila baccarat, all kinds of different stuff. We could not get a big fish to bite, but the part one morning bite drops tomorrow morning, and then Sunday morning will be the other one. And then we finally got out our the GLX MBR. I got out and tested it out a little bit, and that video I've still got to put together, just a few small clips kind of comparing it to the NRX Plus and also the blade. So tomorrow I'm going to also be comparing those rods while I'm out fishing, so be looking forward to that comparison. If you guys are like, you know, like some of the shorter rods for different applications, it'll be worthwhile for you to tune in and get my opinion on the 6'8" rods from Megabass is the P5 blade, and then the 80. Actually, at some point I'll be comparing. I'm fishing both. I can kind of give you an idea now. The 802 NRX Plus jig worm rod, and the 803 NRX Plus jig and worm rod, and the 803 GLX MBR. Hello, happy Friday the 13th. That's why we went and saw Final Destination. It's Friday. This is the closest you could get to that whole Halloween vibe or the whole fall, right? In the beginning of summer, it was on a Friday the 13th. Go see a movie like Final Destination. And also 28 years later, they're showing previews to that. That's the one I really want to go see. But then there's some crazy new one out where like the people are sticking together. If you got, I can't remember the name of it. That one looks like it might be kind of crazy to watch. I go, and when I've watched whether new preview video comes out at the movie theaters, or if I spot it on YouTube or, you know, somewhere on the internet, I can instantly tell you, like, I want to go to the movies and see that, or it looks good. I'll wait for it to come out, you know, on well, we still call it cable, I guess, but like, you know, where either come out where you can rent it for like $5-8 or something on Prime or wherever, or just until it's free to watch. You know, I look forward to watching it, but I do not want to pay any money over that to watch movies, some of them. So there's a bunch of different movies coming out. There's the new Conjuring, The Final Rite or something. That doesn't look bad either. You guys like scary movies? I like watching scary movies when I'm not alone. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to get out there to put not really a fireball, but a fireball-less Friday night. Give you guys a heads up on the channel. The videos are going to be... So I got to get out now. I haven't actually, now that I know my GoPro, my computer, Rugburn's even running so-so, but I can edit videos a lot quicker now. The problem is now I've got to go out, and knowing that I can put them all together, kind of format when I'm recording into that. That's why you're watching some of these videos and you hear me saying I need to get out of here now, because I'm trying to keep them in a little 10-minute window to get little short clips out when the computer was on the fritz. But now... the new computer, dude, I got a Dell, and it is definitely faster. So I can literally, what the time it takes now is me actually just taking my time to edit videos. I can take more time to piece in what I want, what I don't want, add little header things and stuff like that. Before, I just hurry up and get it done, because I knew as soon as I clicked the export button, I was looking at two plus hours. So that day was pretty much toast. I would just go walk away from it and hope that it stuck. Sometimes that computer would go into some kind of weird sleep mode that I could never shut off all the way, and it may just totally not let that export work, and I'd have to start it all over again like the next morning or whatever. It was just crazy. This one will literally let me now if I record a lot on the GoPro, that could take up to an hour and a half, couple hours to get like a full SD, 5 hours worth of footage onto the computer. That may take a little bit of time, but usually as soon as I get home, I plug it in, and by the time I'm ready to mess with it, it's on there. But then I can literally put the clips in, go through, edit them, and even a 30-minute video is within about a 10 to 15 minute export, it's there. Then it takes another only like maybe 5 minutes to put that onto YouTube. So it's a way quicker process now. I just got to now get out and get some of the footage going, and get hopefully some bigger fish catches for you guys, and comparison videos and all that. And then I'm going to try to pick up next week. I'm going to start, but then the next week I'm going to pick up more of I might do 1 or 2 live streams each night during that week to try to catch up on all the stuff that I still have yet to put together, just showing you guys my new tackle box. I was going to kind of drag them all out. I'm going to do it out in the driveway and spread out everything, showing you kind of what I had and what I got now and what I need to change. And tomorrow will be a first test of putting it in my little boat with somebody else fishing with me, because I don't even know if this big tackle box will fit in an out-of-way place where 2 people can fish comfortably in my boat. And Charles has one just like mine, so if he goes with me, but I'm not going with Charles tomorrow. So anyway, be looking forward to all that different stuff. And this is going to be the shortest live ever, because we're 11 minutes in and I'm pretty much done. I've got all the rod and reels ready to go, so I can't even show you. I guess I will show you the ones that didn't make the cut, just because I know I like them and they work good, but I'm leaving them behind for tomorrow. But the Conquest, where we're going, I'm just going to leave this one behind. I'm not taking it. It's worked very good. I love it for them little 275 swim baits that aren't the ones that aren't like Texpo, you know what I mean, the underspins that you have to hook up with like EWG style. And then I'm also leaving this guy behind, just because I take it every trip, trying to make myself see what I like it for, what I don't like it for. And this time I'm making sure I'm taking the Poison Adrena and I'm utilizing it. And then at some point I'm going to go out with this versus a Poison Adrena, probably for chatterbaits and rattle traps, and just kind of compare the two. So I'm not knocking this rod. I just don't think, like, I think it's kind of like what the Poison Adrena is, but it's not quite on that same level as what the Poison Adrena is. So it's like, if I've got that awesome rod, then why am I even messing with this one, right? Then, of course, my new rod that I've only taken out like one time. I don't even have a reel on it because I took the Zillion back off of it and put on the Poison Adrena, because we robbed the Poison Adrena reel and put on our new GLX. So I've got this square bill and red eye shad that I kind of want to take, and maybe, I don't know, I probably ought to just throw it over there and take it in case I get where I want to test it out. Because where I'm going tomorrow, the square bills, or sorry, the red eye shad or your rattle traps may come into play, so I kind of want to test it for that. And then, of course, all my BFS stuff is just still sitting over there. It hardly ever gets out nowadays. I'm going to try to put together maybe a small... There's a bug right there. There's a cricket and there's a bug. All right, guys. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Keep it under 15 minutes. The fastest Fireball Friday night, because it didn't have Fireball in it. Might try to do another live tomorrow night. It depends on how well, if I do good or not good, or something really stands out in the collection or bait or something. I may jump on here and talk about it, but if not, probably try to put something together Sunday showing you all the baits we used. I may do that tomorrow night. These baits are just drying out still, trying to leave them in that shape. Hopefully they hold that form, because they got all distorted in the heat last weekend. So it did make it to George Owens, is where I tested out the GLX. Caught just a couple fish, but there was no bite going on. But I got to throw, chatterbaits and jerk bait, a couple different swim baits, some different stuff on the GLX and the NRX Plus and the Blade, kind of comparing them. Did a little showing you the bends on all of them. And the GLX is right in the middle, the MBR anyway. GLX MBR is right in the middle of the NRX Plus, jig and worm rod, or the Blade. The Blade is the most parabolic of the three. The NRX Plus, of course, is the fastest, more bottom bouncing stuff, jig and worm deal. And then the MBR is kind of that in between. It's which may make it, once I get out here fishing with a lot of them, it may not be my favorite at the chatterbait. It may not be my favorite for bottom bouncing jigs and stuff, but it may end up being the best of those 6'8". For all around, it'll do both better. than the others do both, because the Jig and Worm NRX Plus does not work for chatterbaits, and it's not the greatest moving bait. So, and the blade does all that, but the blade's probably the best all around right now and may stay that way. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Get out, go bass bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. I got to go drink some water and go to bed because I got to get up early in the morning. See you later.